Walgreens has announced it will close 1,200 stores by 2027 as earnings top estimates. Shutting stores down. What a great economy. What's this? From Shreveport Times, USA Today Network. Discount retailer files bankruptcy, closing all Louisiana stores. Find out where. Oh boy, NPR. 7-Eleven to close over 400 stores in North America. Are you kidding me? From Go Erie. Big Lots closing hundreds of stores now. Here's the Pennsylvania ones. My friends, this is not a good economy. And I'm pissed. I get frustrated every day. They keep screaming in our faces, the economy is better than ever. It's just so nuts. How did I just instantly pull up these stories? Walgreens, dirt cheap, 7-Eleven, Big Lots. And they're not the only ones. They're saying Hooters is filing for bankruptcy. Heavens. Where are men going to find their scantily clad I'll keep it family friendly. Their scantily clad women and buy chicken wings at the same time. I've only ever eaten at Hooters one time, I think. But everybody always says the wings are good. I don't know that I believe it, but they probably are. I don't know. These stores are all going under because the economy is not doing well. And yet here we are in Democrat la-la land where they're screaming in our faces that everything's fine. I know I say it every time, but I gotta buy groceries, okay? I go to the Food Lion, same as everybody else. I like drinking my coconut milk for my Jocko Milk protein shakes. Keeps me healthy and strong and gives me the energy I need to do this show. Now 7 days a week. And they keep telling us that everything's fine and the prices aren't really that high, but people are struggling. But more importantly, at the macro scale, you can see the shuttering of all of these locations. And the Washington Post writes, this is a great economy. Why can't we celebrate it? 2024 is shaping up to be one of the best economic years of many Americans' lifetimes. By just about every measure, the U.S. economy is in good shape. Growth is strong. Unemployment is low. Inflation is back down. More important, many Americans are getting sizable pay raises, and middle-class wealth has surged to record levels. As Walgreens, Dirt Cheap, 7-Eleven, and Big Lots are the latest to close. I'm adding that part. They're kind of glossing over it. We are living through one of the best economic years of many people's lifetimes, yet it's barely mentioned in popular culture or on the campaign trail. Polarization in the United States makes it difficult to talk about any truth. I just can't take it anymore, dude. I am sick of the lying, the blatant lying, the lying every single day. You go to the grocery store. How's your rent? How's your car insurance? Have you been experiencing higher interest rates? Have you tried to buy groceries this week? Dude, it is absolutely insane. They are, I'm going to keep it family friendly. I'm losing it. They are staring at us, spitting in our faces, and laughing about it. Who's falling for this? I just pulled up 4 stories of major store closures. Last Friday's jobs report surpassed all expectations. As soon as it came out, Republicans such as Marco Rubio of Florida tried calling it fake. In reality, even if the report is later revised down, it will still show an economy that is humming along. And consider the bigger picture. The United States has nearly 7 million more jobs than it did before the pandemic, and the largest share of 25 to 54-year-olds working since 2001. The story on inflation is similar. 2 years ago, economists were predicting recession. Many said it was impossible to lower inflation. It's funny. They're sitting here saying like everything is so good. It's the best economy of your life. You, dear viewer, you're the one person missing out. That's right. Me, I must go to the one Food Lion where the prices are too high. Yeah, must be my fault. You know, we got a couple of Food Lions out here. I'm going to the one where the prices are 10 times higher than all the rest. When I order things online, when we look at our insurance rates, everything is, I must be really, really bad at shopping because apparently things are better than people have ever experienced. Why can't we celebrate, they say? You tell me this. You want to make the argument that like Target or Big Lots is going out of business. And I'll say, well, people have been switching to Amazon, delivered right to your doorstep. Look, if I need some particular item, I'm not going to go to the mall to buy a shirt. Like these shirts I order straight from Volcom. There's a Volcom shirt, right? I got to order more actually because they're falling apart. I wear the same. I've got like 3 of them, but you wear them so often they fall apart. And with online shopping, big retailers probably are going to take a hit. But Walgreens, this is your pharmacy, and people are buying drugs like crazy. So you mean to tell me that Big Pharma's cranking out the pills and people are just like, well, the economy's so good, I don't need to go there anymore? Come on. 7-Eleven, nuh-uh, you ain't playing this game with me. 7-Eleven shutting down 400 stores. No effing way, dude. a Slurpee and taquitos. People are going there for a quick hit, for some coffee, for a hot dog, for some chips. You're not ordering that at Amazon. If these stores are shuttering, it's because people aren't buying food. Now, to be fair, I do think it's fair to entertain other economic factors. Maybe 7-Eleven's doing bad because we're all tired of drinking sugary garbage. Nobody wants to drink a Coca-Cola. They want to drink a Spindrift. Okay, I don't buy it because 7-Eleven could easily carry any of those products. I still go to 7-Eleven and I still find things that I can drink. I don't like all the emulsifiers, but they do have Fairlife milk. I like Fairlife milk. I'm not going to drink a Slurpee or anything like that, but we go to 7-Eleven quite a bit. Coffee. They got coffee. And if you go to a good one, they're going to have the half and half in the little ice bucket and you can throw it in. Usually got the little cups instead. But there's no reason that 7-Eleven should be going under unless it is people are tightening their belts and they're not buying snacks anymore. Yet they're telling us to celebrate this. All this good news is talked about openly on Wall Street. Investors believe the soft landing is real. That's why the S&P 500 stock market is up 20% this year. Leaders abroad are also discussing the rapid U.S. rebound enviously. It's remarkable. It's absolutely remarkable. The incongruous nature of the machine state. Look at this one. Where was I? Breaking. Stocks making the biggest moves. I'm sorry, I'm reading slow. It's going slow. Midday. All of these great stocks are skyrocketing. What does that mean for you? I guess your retirement's good, but the cost of houses went up like 30% in the past 2 years. Inflation is insane, and they're lying to all of us. These articles, who are they convincing? There's going to be some like Democrat dude living in a shoebox apartment in New York eating cold beans out of a can that he cracked open with a mechanical can opener. And he's sitting there eating the beans going, the economy's great. This is good news. And you know what? Maybe this is it. I'll tell you. Harriet Tubman's famous quote, I freed many slaves. I would have freed many more if only they knew they were slaves. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe the reality is young people don't know how good it can be. And so when they're sitting in their bachelor pad apartment that's 15 by 10 or whatever, eating a can of cold beans with a spoon, they're like, life's great. Got my own place, no bathroom, but I can eat beans right here. And it's just like, man, they're calling this good because they want to normalize what you're experiencing that is bad and saying, no, you're actually experiencing something good. Make this the base. Why? They want you to live in the pod. They want you to eat the bugs. And how do you get there? They don't get you there by making costs go down and feeding you filet mignon every day. Cue all the comments where they're like, it's filet mignon, Tim. You're pronouncing it wrong. I'm talking about regular working class people who they're trying to convince that this is good. Because sooner or later, they're going to say, wow, the economy is so great. Crickets are on sale. Eat your cricket stew. Live in your pod. You look at the size of apartments shrinking, and you look at the food that they're starting to produce, and we are getting closer and closer to eating styrofoam and living in a bucket. As the saying goes, you will live in the pod and you'll eat the bugs. Look at this. They say, at this point, it's fair to speak openly about improvement. Prices are up 21% overall, but the average wage gain is up 24%. Wage hikes have exceeded inflation for the past 17 months, and this is helping people to get ahead. It also helps the gas prices that have fallen appreciably since spring. It's funny that they say this and they show these numbers because contradictory numbers also exist. There's a chart showing that, and I think this is the game they're playing. It's always the years they choose, right? Crime matters. So what they say is violent crime is down. Since when? Since last year. Okay, but since the year before it, it's way up. So we're still higher crime now than we were in the Trump administration. But they're saying violent crime is way down. What do you mean? And then Trump was like, no, it's up. From his administration, you guys have presided over a large increase in crime. So I got a question. Are wages growing faster based on 2020 till today? Or are we looking at a year over year, it's getting really, really bad? Or in the past year, it's gotten really bad? I'm sick of the lies. They can cite whatever stats they want. I don't care. Fine. I'll accept it as all truth. Explain me this then. Why don't we feel it? The graphs that you know what? Let's do this. Wages adjusted for inflation. And we'll pull up the image here. There was one in particular that I think was really good. Here we go. This is from The Economist. No, this is, what is this? Economist Writings Every Day, showing 2020 wage growth. Let me find something that's better. I will more than happily accept actually, I should do tools by time. Let's do in the past month. I will happily accept if they want to say that as of now, there's been a recovery, right? So let's see. Average hourly wage gains in the past year, 4% inflation. So what we're looking at is just in the past year. This is fascinating. It's exactly what I just said. And I'll accept it. 100%. Fine. This data from Heather Long. Wages have grown faster than inflation for 17 months now. This is the data they're citing from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. But take a look at 2021 till 2023. It was not the case. So people are just now starting to crawl out of the hole that they were in. And maybe that's why things feel really tough. Maybe that's it. Coming out right now and saying everything is actually good, trust me, when people are just now in the past year starting to recover from this stuff, I think it's an absurdity and I reject it. But by all means, tell me everything's better than ever. And then I will look to the people who live out here and ask them, why aren't you experiencing it? And let them bring it to the polls. When all these stores are shutting down, it does not indicate that wages are good and that people can afford to pay the bills. I'll leave it there, my friends. Next segment will be coming up tonight at youtube.com/TimcastIRL. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all then.